If you're in the same financial and professional position as this time last year, your morning routine is not working for you. It's setting you up for failure in ways that you may not even realize yet. But what if you had the ability to get more done in a single day than you used to get done in an entire week? How much more could you accomplish before the ball drops in Times Square on New Year's Eve? A few simple changes to your morning routine can help you start the day feeling energized and focused, making it easier to manage stress so you can hit your financial targets. This morning routine is for leaders and entrepreneurs who have tried every self-help hack in the book, but still find themselves falling short of their potential because it gets to the heart of why they're falling behind. I developed it when I was struggling. I went from broke and burnt out to doing over 2.3 million in sales. I went on to write 3 books in 3 years. This is the jumpstart that you need to end this year strong. The great news is you can download the journal pages for this routine from the link below for free for a limited time, while I step you through how to use it in this video. It's called the 15 Minutes to Unstoppable Morning Routine, and it's based on my best-selling book Unstoppable. We surveyed over 60,000 people and collected well over 1 million data points to develop this simple tool with the sole purpose of solving the age-old question: why do people really fail? And before we even get to how to use these journal pages, here's where you need to listen closely. We discovered that it wasn't that they weren't working hard to achieve their goals or pushing themselves to do more, or that they didn't have the best intentions for the day. They had all of that. What they didn't have was a structure to their day that optimized 3 key factors: energy, focus, and motivation. Their brains were running on fumes, and it was affecting their decision-making abilities and output. If this sounds like you likely have what I call an energy deficit, which is the difference between how much energy you have and how much energy you actually need to achieve your goals. Ask yourself, why do you put off those big projects that could positively affect your financial situation? Is it fear? No. I argue that it's fatigue which triggers fear. Think about it. Sooner or later you'll get tired, and when you do, your stress levels will go up as you miss your deadlines. Your anxiety will increase as your workload piles up, and your fear will spike as you fall behind, which ultimately makes you less likely to take bold action, like making those sales calls you've been putting off, replying to emails, posting to social media, asking for a promotion, or pitching a new contract. This is because fatigue turns on self-preservation mode. This is where your primal brain prioritizes vital bodily functions over any goals you have to keep you safe. When you're tired, your goals become a threat to life because they require more energy than what you have to give. This is what's sabotaging your efforts at success and keeping you stuck in your comfort zone, and our data backs it up. Which is why addressing self-preservation mode is the central focus of my program, Project Unstoppable, that over 10,000 leaders and entrepreneurs have completed to date. We know that peak performers who have an abundance of energy achieve their goals 84% of the time, while those who are constantly tired fail 92% of the time. Just imagine how much more confident you'd be if you knew you could succeed 84% of the time. Instead of failing, you'd be unstoppable, right? The truth is, as long as you operate in an energy deficit and trigger self-preservation mode, you'll continue to fall short because you'll never have the mental bandwidth required to do anything other than what you're doing right now. And with the clock ticking down to 2023, let's reignite your spark for the home stretch with these simple steps. Step 1, you're going to download the free daily journal pages below. Take a look at the sample pages contained in the download on how to fill out the basics, because in this video, we're going to hone in on a couple of key aspects that make all of the difference to your energy, focus, drive, and your motivation. Step 2, you'll spend less than 15 minutes a day to fill it out, no more than what you'd usually spend planning your day. But like compounding interest, the benefits are going to add up dramatically over the coming weeks. Certain aspects are similar to other journals, like your top priorities, date and daily schedule. But here's where we take a big step away from it. Just pretend it's in front of you right now. I want you to draw your attention to the section on how to master your energy to master your emotions. This checklist helps to weed out both psychological and biological triggers that reduce your mental bandwidth. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to spend 60 seconds working through this checklist to identify any of the 16 triggers that are affecting two key factors: your energy and your emotions. When you master these two, you can amplify your earning potential and crush your goals because you'll be far more productive. These triggers include factors that mimic and cause psychological disorders like brain fog, depression, anxiety, and fatigue that derail your day. Look at this list right now. How many boxes can you check? Poor sleep quality, nutritional choices, and/or poor gut health, lack of direction, stress, excessive caffeine use, or a lack of exercise. In isolation, they appear innocent, but when they compound, it leads to burnout. I dive into each of these triggers in more detail in my online program, and here's where the next steps become even more important. Step 3. Once you've identified what's hurting your mental cognition, you must make a plan for 2 to 3 short biohacks out of 13 that you can apply within just minutes to optimize your energy and your productivity. For example, if I'm feeling tired and lethargic, I'll make a plan for a 15-minute midday nap, or I'll take an ice-cold shower before I start work. Mid-afternoon, I'll practice gazing meditation called Tratika, which is where you stare at a point in the distance for 10 minutes. This helps to negate the negative effects of social media that cause you to become easily distracted. These suggested biohacks also help to fight inflammation, which causes brain fog and mental fatigue. Step 4. Once you've planned your biohacks, you must list your top 3 priorities for the day, then break them down into 5 smaller but manageable chunks. Think of them like dominoes. Focus on the big ones that will knock down all of the other ones. It's really that simple. This 15-minute routine is quick and effective and achieves 2 outcomes: finding out what's causing you to slow down and optimizing your brain to combat stress so you can hit your financial goals. The bottom line is this: the end of this year is in our sights. It's time to ramp up your efforts and go all in on a routine that will keep you going long after others have given up. And that starts by downloading the free Unstoppable Morning Routine below. I guarantee you're going to feel the benefits within a matter of days.